Hello everybody, this is Greg29407 back with another episode of Astroneer. So we are just saved from our last game, and we were out here with our brand new base. We have our research chamber, we have a medium printer, and we have an extra little platform that we haven't used yet because it didn't quite fit the research printer. So we're very, very early on into the game. And so what we want to do then is continue on. Now, what I wanted to test next of all, let's see what we've got in our backpack. We got a couple of clays, resin up here, some organic. So let's, I want to go ahead and make a beacon if possible. I mean, not a beacon, a canister. Let's see what the canister, here we go. I need one resin, which I've got. And I've always put these right up here so I can take a look at them. So I love my canisters because they can they can shape the ground as best we want. And so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go out here. I'm just going to get me some dirt. Actually, why don't I go ahead and kill two birds with one stone. Get me a little bit more compound. And while I'm getting some compound, or I'll get a little bit of resin. While I'm doing it, I'll pick up some free dirt. And look at this. One of our research samples has already come back. Got 21 bites from that. There's another one over here. So these are really a big help. These add up a lot over time. I find it's a little bit tougher to find a lot of research, even in the caves in the new version of the game. So these little side things that replenish kind of make up for that. One more resin, and that'll give us a lot of dirt. There we go. All right. Now what I want to do here is completely and totally optional. It's just, I like having a nice flat clean base where everything's going to sit nice and even, and it's just a stupid thing, but I just kind of like it. So I am going to go ahead and shape the ground, because this is where we're going to put all of the base items here. I want it nice and flat. So we'll start loading up all of these. I'm going to have a whole string. So we'll put something right here and another thing right here. We'll go all the way down the line. So again, that's just kind of stupid, but that's I just like it that way. All right, let's next go ahead and make a little bit of room. I don't need the clay right now. I will later. We'll take this off as well, because we want to make as much space as possible. Oops. I don't want any of this stuff to fall through the ground. Sometimes, because the ground is reshapeable, if you put resources or anything like that on the ground, it sometimes will sink into the ground down into the caves below. I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. I put them on here. Eventually, we're going to have a bunch of storage that we'll be able to place everything on. But in the meantime, I just need to make a little bit of space. So let's see if we can find some more research. Is there another research out here somewhere? A lot of our research is going to be underground. But they're also going to be in the trees. I saw something over here. No. This is more debris over here. Let's see if there's anything useful over here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes! Look at that! Come on. Come off of there. Okay. There we go. What in the world is that noise? All right, let's pick this thing up. All righty. Got a little bit of solar. That was lucky. All right, I thought I saw... I guess I was mistaken on that. Let's go ahead and get some of this research. Every little bit adds up. All right, let's head back. So we're going to have a little bit of power. Not much, but, you know, right now, early on, every little bit helps. So I'm going to attach this to my base. Here, so we get a little bit of power. Now let me see what it's going to take to make some of these platforms and things. You can see there's what we just got right here. And that would have been 1 copper, which we don't have any of. And there's a small wind turbine. So a lot of times we'll find little bits and pieces like that. It'll save us some effort. What I want to see is some of our... Now here's our medium storage. We just need 2 resin for medium storage, but I want to have a platform I can put it on. I don't like the medium platforms. Large platform B is the best one to go because you put the main chamber you're trying to put in the middle, and then you have room over here and over here for medium platforms. So that's really the best bet, but it's going to cost almost all of our bytes we have right now. So let's skip that for right now. I do want to go into these trees and find some more research. So this will make an excuse for us to create some more tethers. Where we can see them. And we will head out due north towards these woods. And again, this is where our base is going to stretch out this way eventually anyway. So 1, 2. Let's get some of these. 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cheat a little bit off to the side a little bit. 6, 7. We don't have to go exactly straight. 8, 9. Ooh, it's on top of resin. 10. 11. All right. Look, we found another resin base right here. Okay, now what we want to do, since we're out here in the woods, we want to see if we can find... There's a lot of resin. Boy, there's a lot of resin in these woods. We're going to dig this whole thing out. Look at this whole mountain. Boy, oh boy. Well, here's our resin thing right here. Okay, good. And what we want to do, though, is we want to go through these woods and find any other research. And what will happen is they'll find it in these little, the crooks of the trees and stuff. So we don't get too far away, too crazy. We have limited oxygen. I see something over here. No, that's a rock. There's a couple right up here. See, there's one right there. There's another one right over there. So let's grab this one first. Oops. Run, run, run. So what we want to do is we want to load these things up. So as soon as it finishes with one, we're on with another. Here's another one right up here. Now, the other change that they've made to the Terran plant is, you may remember if you played it in the pre-release, when you go into the caves, you find a lot of the Laterite, which makes aluminum, as well as malachite, which makes copper. And they've changed that somewhat in that the Laterite is still down in the caves, but the malachite is much harder to find. In fact, usually you're going to find the malachite, which makes copper, in the woods. I mean, in the mountains. So you want to go on top of mountains, and a lot of times where it's icy cold and stuff. That is the only set of mountains around here. But that's where you're going to find your malachite. So let's see what's over here. Like a little valley in here. You're generally going to find your ammonium in the woods as well. Here's ammonium right up here. We're going to need a lot of that later on. That'll come in very handy. So it's not a big set of woods here. It's a little tiny section. That's okay. Oh, what's that over there? Oh, there's a. Here we go. We got a spaceship over there. All right, we got to check that out. Where's my Oh, there we go. I knew I had it right next to a tunnel or a cave, and there's one over there. There's a lot of resin over here. Lots of resin. Oh, here's some more little research item there too. All right, let's get this one back to our base. We're just going to load these things up. Some of the early part of the game, you're going to like have a whole series of things just waiting to be researched. That's okay, because that's just going to boost up your research numbers quite a bit. They seem to have changed the numbers on the research a lot. It used to be you get wildly varying numbers. Now it seems to be more like 350, 360, 450, that kind of thing. Here we go. Let's do another one. Let's see, 360. This seems to be the standard. Right now we're sitting at 750. So we're just going to keep on going. Let's get that other. This thing has already grown back. There's 16, so you don't get a lot of bites off that, but they come out pretty quickly. There's a lot of them. So we're going to dig this whole thing out eventually for resin. Another one of these. There's a spaceship right there. And one of those big purpley things are right out there, which we'll do that probably much later in the game. When they went to the 1.0, they added a whole storyline to the game. Before, it's just kind of a sandbox. There are these big purple things you may have seen on some other videos, where you activate these things, and you go into the center of the planet, and then you find the main one, the very center of the thing, and then you activate that. It becomes a teleporter. You can teleport to all sorts of different places, all the different planets and stuff, and you get all sorts of things that way. It's a really cool part of the game, but I'm not going to rush to get there. Everyone right now is rushing to get, to the center of every planet and all that stuff, and be the first to do all this stuff, which is great. But I'd rather just stick with my my exploration and searching for stuff and building bases and that kind of fun thing. Okay. Let's see here. How much do we need for the smelter? That'll be the next thing we're going to want to get. Let's see here. Large platform is 3 resin. Smelter is a compound and resin. Okay. It's only 250. All right, let's that. And large platform, let's do that. So I need 3 resin for that, and compound. So let's get some more resin. Let's before we go to that big mountainside, let's do this big thing resin we've got down here. Some more research. Again, this early part of the game, when your resources are limited and every little thing counts, you have to make decisions on every little piece of item, that's really fun. Basic economics. With limited resources. resin in here? Nope. I think we're running a little low on resin here in this pit. Oops. Also running out of a little low on oxygen. Look at all the resin over there. Is that resin or is that ammonium? That's resin. All right, good. Here's some more woods over here. We'll have to explore these as well. There's some, it's a weird mixture of resin and compound. Okay. Quite a bit. All right, let's head back. All righty. So let's go ahead and make the large platform B. I got to turn this around the other way. Doesn't matter. So it's kind of nighttime. Well, not really, but let's see, my solar's not picking it up. Slowly it's building. Okay, let's pick this up. That's not going anywhere. All right, let's flip this around then. So it's kind of sunk into the ground, unfortunately, but that's just the way it's going to be. Let's set this up. Rotate a little bit so we have a kind of a right angle. I guess we could. I'm wasting way too much time on stuff like this, but all right, there we go. Back up. Okay. So the good thing about this is we can put the smelter here, and then we'll have medium platforms on both sides of here. All right. So now let's go ahead. Make the smelting furnace. So that thing is now crooked, but it's Not much we can do about that. We have this one still available. Now the smelting thing will come in really handy when we have to smelt, for instance, the malachite and the laterite. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is I'll go ahead and get some more compound, and then I'm going to go into the first cave and start doing some exploration. We'll create some tethers so we can go into the caves and start finding some of our resources. Let's just get this thing going. I really need to be able to find some wind power and some better solar. While I was doing that, I am going to go ahead and save again. I learned the hard way. You always want to keep saving this game because you never know what's going to happen. Again, it's just now released. A lot of stuff, a lot of new stuff still going on, so I'll be very careful. There's some bugs and things as to be expected. There we go. All right, and let's see. Let's go ahead and get some more compound. So I can make some more tethers, then we're going to go down to we'll do our first cave right here because it goes right underneath our base. I was working on a map before I started this one, and it was really cool because I found these 3 different cave entrances all around my base. And I went into those 3, and the really neat thing was that they all ended up connecting, all kind of randomly connected. And so what I did was I just went ahead and dug them all out and combined them all together, and then dug all the weird cave walls out. And basically all I had was one gigantic room. So underneath my base was just one huge continuous room that was all flat floor cave. It was really neat. It had like little hallways darting off from that went into different resource areas and stuff. It was really cool. It took me a long time to do it though, but it was really neat. And I got nothing from that. There was no real reason to do that except that it was kind of neat. I just want to see how big it would be, and it was good sized. It went from let's see, like right around here, all the way to the other side of my my shelter. So it was probably about 15 to 20 tethers long. One last. There we go. Okay. Let's make some tethers. Where I can see them. And we'll do another one. Oops. All right. Let's head to our first cave. Be very careful here. These caves are pretty steep. Well, let's see if there's anything in here. This may not be a cave after all. Ah, it's a false cave. A world. Okay. Well, that made that easy. Wasn't that fun? Holy cow, that was so exciting. Okay. Where are those other caves at? In this direction over here? Is this a real cave? Let's run down here and see. Maybe not. Nope. Wow. Caves are faking me out. know this one is not. Any other caves down here? No. Alrighty. Well, eventually I'll just go ahead and fill these holes in. Actually, why don't we do that right now? Fall in the stinking hole. And here trying to go to the outhouse in the middle of the night and fall in the stinking hole. Alright. What do we got down this way? Ah, there's another resource over there. Alrighty, what do we got down here? Another stinking hole. Holy cow. Alright. Man. Okay. Let's grab this real quick. Usually finding caves is much, much easier than this. Up time to put in another resource. I mean, research. I keep using the words resource and research interchangeably. That is not correct in this game. 360. Let's go down this way. Oh, this one already grew back. All right. Hey, look, an actual cave. Wow. Oh. Very slopey. Until we get our work light, it's going to be a little tougher to be able to see. All right, let's see what we got down here. All right, now, here's another one of these research things. Now, this is the danger. Remember those big old balloon-looking puffy things would kill you? They've been replaced with these things right here. I kind of like the other ones better. I thought the other ones were kind of here. Sometimes they give you research, and sometimes they don't. Lots of compound down here. Some more debris. There's a power cell. Can't stay in here too long. Figure out the best direction to go in. Go this way. Eventually, we may just make this all one giant room. In the meantime, we'll just kind of scope things out a little bit. What's in there? Ooh, what's this? Ah, there we go. Oh, there's something else over here. What's this? Ah, okay. This is that Sphalerite. Okay, good. All right, this is where we want to go then. Oh, it's blocking my light. Okay, now Sphalerite, let me see here. Sphalerite is used for creating zinc. Oh, and over here is my Laterite. Aha! Each of the planets has certain resources that they have plenty of, and that they have none of sometimes. And then, you know, some are rare. This planet, our main one, has many of the things we need, including Laterite, which makes aluminum. There are an awful lot of things in this game that require aluminum. We'll take some of this right now. We'll take a couple of the zinc things too. And fortunately, we have our smelter, so we can smelt this stuff. One more here. Let's see, what does that give us? There's 2. Let's see, a little bit more open. They get our work light as well, so we can see into these caves a little better. There's a hole in the ground there. A deeper cave. It can't be all. Oops. Oops. Oh, oh! More killer stuff. Something's attacking us. Hard to see in the dark. Okay, let's fill this hole in. Found another entrance to another cave over here. Something's shooting at us. Oh no, run, 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 run! Alright, one of those things almost killed us. I think there's more than one. May have killed him. Definitely need a work light out here. Okay, here's some more of the Sphalerite stuff. Good, let's get a little bit more of this. That stuff doesn't go very deep, does it? Okay, here. We got one. That's it. Let's do some more of our tethers. Here's a deeper cave right there. We'll have to explore that a little bit later. Oops. All right, let's another tether out here. Okay, good. Let's go back to the surface. We'll take our little research with us. Gotta fill that hole in too. All right, but that's not a bad haul. We found Laterite and Sphalerite in our first cave that we managed to find. So that's good. And those things are coming back again. Okay, so we now have 4 research things. Now let's go ahead. We got 5 of the Sphalerite. Okay, so let's go ahead. What's in here? That one's done. Some of these. Oops. 360 again. We're down to 1,300 lights. Good, good, good. What's it going to cost to make a work light? Let's see here. Let's see. Work lights. Where's that going to be at? There we go. Thorium light. We need a copper. Oh, we need copper. We're going to have to search the mountains for some malachite that makes copper. So the work light is very, very helpful in the caves. I think they've made the caves darker than they used to be. Small oxygen tank, that would be glass. I always thought the small oxygen tanks, we can go a lot farther without tethers that way. Copper for that as well. Glass, we can do that easily. All right, we got lots of stuff to do. Let's see, boost mod, do that. Zinc. Pretty good, they're all way ahead. So we're getting some really good shape. So I think that's going to do it for this episode, though. So this time we've explored our first cave, gotten some a couple underground things. We got our smelter going. We're going to continue to make up some more resources. Research, and we're moving along pretty good. So until next time, this is Greg 29407 saying sayonara, and we will see you next time.